Today we're going to talk about target transitions. Target transitions are one of the primary places where you can make up time when you're shooting a drill, or if you're a competitive shooter, when you're shooting a stage in a match. Make no mistake though, skill at target transitions is also vitally important for the real world. The ability to transition from one threat to another rapidly and accurately can be of paramount importance. So let's go over how to perform a target transition correctly, and then I'll talk about some things to look out for when you train in order to troubleshoot yours and make them better. So here's how the target transition should go for you. So when you place your sights on the first target you're going to engage, in the acceptable scoring area, acceptable sight picture, right? Let's say we're going to shoot each target twice. The first time we shoot this target, we see the sights lift and come back down. The moment the sights are back down in that acceptable scoring area, we should be sending the next shot. Now, as we watch the sights lift again, this is what's important. The moment those sights start to lift, we're going to take our eyes and we're going to drive our eyes to the next target we're going to engage. Then the weapon should follow our vision, right? If you develop a proper index in dry fire, this becomes subconscious and automatic. The weapon's going to follow your vision during the recoil. So as the shot is recoiling, sights are rising up, weapon is following your eyes. You drive your eyes right to a point in your acceptable scoring area. The sight should settle in. The moment the sights are correct for your acceptable scoring area, if your decision to fire has been made, the shot should be getting sent, right? The weapon should be going off. Sight rises, like before. Sight comes back down. Once we have an acceptable sight picture in our acceptable scoring area, the second shot gets fired. Now, assuming we're going to engage the first target again, the same thing now happens again. The moment that sight lifts, I'm driving my eyes to this target here. Now, the weapon's going to follow my eyes, and the sights are going to come back in and settle in during recoil, and then the first shot gets sent onto this target. There are a few things to be mindful of when you're practicing in order to make sure that your target transitions are as efficient and reliable as possible. One is you have to ensure that the vision is driving rapidly and accurately to the next target. That's what has to happen as fast as possible. That eye has to snap to the next target. And it has to do so the moment the shot breaks, but not an instant before. A common mistake we get when we're really pushing the speed is dragging our shots off the target. The reason we're doing that is because we're not finishing that shot before snapping the vision. So you have to finish the shot and then immediately move the vision to the next target. That's crucial. The other thing you want to think about is tension. People talk about driving the gun, right? Snapping the gun. That's not what you want to do when you're trying to be consistent, repeatable, reliable, on demand. Okay? Now, there are times in your own training when you're trying to push your speed, when you're trying to up your speed to the next level, where you are going to drive the gun with excess muscular force because you're trying to get that speed to become your new normal. When it's time to actually shoot, all you need to do is allow the sights to follow your vision. Don't put any extra force into it at all. The efficiency is going to be the key. The speed that you developed by pushing the speed in your training will shine through. But if you try to push in the moment, it's invariably going to lead to mistakes. So as you're developing speed, as you're developing your ability to shoot accurately, fast, under pressure, you need to consider the tension. Now, in your training, it's okay to push the transitions, to try to develop that new speed. When you're trying to apply your skill, that's the time to just let it happen. Snap the vision fast, and then just let your index that you developed in your dry fire and live fire training cause the sights to appear at exactly where you're looking at. That's the key to an efficient and smooth transition. Now we're going to talk about the actual mechanics of how we look through the sights, look at the targets, how we perform the transition. So now we're going to talk about target transitions and how to perform this and demonstrate the mechanics of it with a weapon in our hand. We have a target array here with two targets set relatively far apart. I did that in order to exaggerate the transition so I could show you guys the mechanics of it and you could see how it would work. So now I'm going to change the camera angle so you can see my movements, my eyes, what I'm doing, and I'm going to talk through a proper transition. All right, so here's a target's eye view of the mechanics involved. I've got that same target array, first target here, second target here, wide distance between so I can exaggerate the transition for you. So the way this would work is I would bring the weapon up on target for the first target, right? I'm looking at a point of the target, and as part of my draw stroke, the index I've developed is aligning my dot, or if you're running iron sights, aligning your sights with the point you're looking at. Then I'm going to shoot the weapon twice. Now once the second shot is fired, once I see the dot lift, here's how it's going to work. I shoot the gun, dot lifts, comes back down, shoot. Dot lifts. In that moment, as the dot lifts, I'm driving my eyes to the second target. Now, as the gun recoils and the dot is lifting, it's coming over, and the moment it's aligned, the trigger's going off again. Dot's rising, come back down, trigger goes off, eyes drive to the first target. Weapon comes to my eyes because of my index. Shot gets sent, dot rises, falls, shot gets sent. So, one more time, a little more speed. So those are the basic mechanics of a target transition. Remember, the things you want to be mindful of in your own training is excess tension, driving the vision, keeping the vision ahead of the gun. Eyes snap rapidly, but then the gun moves relaxed and efficiently until it lines up with exactly what you're looking at. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Looking forward to seeing you all on the range soon.